Howdy everybody, Efour here and welcome back to the channel for Season 5, Episode 10 of our FIFA 22 Youth to Gold save. Now today we have a doozy, taking on pretty much the entire top half of the league in 1 month. So we're going to change the format a little bit. I'm going to play the games. We're not going to talk through the entire game, but I'm going to run back through this month. I'm going to show it to you guys in a second, but I want to highlight all these games. They're huge games in this league run in as we try and push for Europe, so we're going to kind of do highlights from each of them, but a little bit truncated as I tell you what happened, if that makes sense. But we're gonna hop in, you're gonna check it out, we're gonna look at the league table, then we're gonna check out, or I guess we're gonna look at the games first, then we're gonna look at the league table and see how we are shaping up towards the end of this season. So let's dive in. So this is the month that we are working with. I'm going to throw up all the teams' leagues positions around them on the screen so you guys can see where they sit, but they're all top half of the table teams. Going to be very challenging. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play these games, and then when I come back at the end of the month for the recap, we're going to have highlights from all the games. Let me know in the comments if you guys like this format, if it works for you, if you enjoy it, if it makes sense, if it's easy to follow, or if you hate it. Let me know in the comments. It'll help me. I'm thinking about maybe doing these kind of like a TikTok thing potentially, so let me know. It'll really help me out. But as we finished last episode, we are in 7th position on 46 points. Today, we're going to be taking on Spurs in 5th, Everton in 3rd, Manchester City in 6th, Leicester City in 10th, and Wolves in 11th. Now, Leicester City and Wolves are important because they're not that far behind us, so I want to highlight those games too. We also have the 3 games up the table, Spurs, Manchester City, and Everton. If we want a chance at Europe, we have to have a good run of games here. It's that simple. I'm not expecting it. Honestly, I'm excited to play with this team. In the last episode, you guys saw the young guys starting to come through and really looking awesome, but I don't know. I think we can do it, but I'm not expecting it. We'll see what happens. Let's go. I guess not hop into the game. I will show you our starting lineup that we're going to be taking, I guess, for each game. So I'll see you in a second when I come back for the recap. New episode format, a little confusing. And then we'll hit the highlights, and I'll show you each team that started during those games. So like I said, guys, we're going to go through all the highlights of these games. We've played all 5 of them. We've had a decent run, 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. Not terrible, not great. Let's run through the highlights, then we'll check where that leaves us in the league table. Here is a quick look at the Spurs team. Business as usual. In the 20th minute, Spurs do get on the score sheet, and they get ahead with a goal from Son. They then follow that one up with a goal from Thomas Lamar, putting us down 2-0. In this game, we just really missed our chances. We had a couple, and we didn't make the most of them. And that loss moved us into 8th position on 46 points. We were 6 points out of Europe. And up next was Leicester City. This is the team that we took into the game. In the first half, Leicester just outplayed us. They were dominant, sitting in our half. We really couldn't handle them, and we were really fortunate to not concede a goal. And in the 60th minute, they finally broke us down with a thunderbolt from Pellegrini to put them up 1-0. In this game, I brought Sans on to come in the backfield just to get some more game time into him. He didn't do too bad. We did miss this free kick right here. We end up losing to Leicester City 1-0, which moves us into 9th position in the league on 46 points, 9 points out of Europe. And up next is Everton. Now for this Everton game, we switched the team to a 4-3-3 because we just were conceding goals. We weren't getting any offensive opportunities, and so I wanted to try something out. The tactics remain the same, and this is the team that we took into the game against Everton. Olafsson scores our first goal. He's played in from Carlson, and man, is he getting fast. He's now up to 81 pace, and he puts us up ahead 1-0. Olafsson here played in, runs all the way down and in to finish with that strength, running past and through that defender to put us ahead 1-0. To keep us in the game, we had Smith, our goalkeeper, make 2 crazy saves in a quick-fire double save that really kept us in the game. Huge play from the goalkeeper. Schaefer then dribbles in and out of a couple players and almost scores a worldie, but it doesn't come off. Shortly after that, Schaefer misses again just past the post. He's in a great attacking position but cannot finish. But we do end up winning that game against Everton 1-0. That puts us in 8th position in the league on 49 points, 6 points out of Europe. And up next is Manchester City. This is the team we took in. We kept the 4-3-3 formation. It really played well for us. It's a little bit different, but I really liked it, so we took it into this game. In the 15th minute, Carlson is played in by Baker, and he slots home to put us up 1-0. The dynamic duo of Baker and Carlson match up again. Baker plays Carlson in and he slots it past the goalkeeper. But in the 24th minute, City fire back from Rodrigo, tying the game up 1-1. But 3 quick minutes later, Baker is played in by Nelson and we're back ahead 2-1 in the match. Baker walks in all by himself around all the defenders, and I figure I'll take a rip, and he slots it into the roof of the goal. We're back ahead 2-1. In the 39th minute, Smith makes a huge save to keep us ahead. In the 76th minute, City finally break us down again, and unfortunately we concede the late equalizer 2-2, and that is how the game ended. That saw us in 8th position in the league on 50 points, 5 points outside of Europe still, with a game to play against Wolves. Wolves were in 13th, we were in 9th, they were 6 points behind us. This is the team we took into the game against Wolves, keeping with the 4-3-3. This great counter comes from passes from Carlson, Schaefer, and Patino's finish at the net in the 13th minute to put us ahead 1-0. And honestly, this game was pretty comfortable. We were in control most of the game. Schaefer then got played in from Nelson on another counter, and we went ahead 2-0, and that is how the match ended. Now let's take a look at the league table. That run sees us in 6th position on 53 points, 2 points outside of European places, just behind Everton in 5th, who we just got some points from. Now up next we take on Chelsea, so we'll be back for that game in the next episode, and I'm not sure who else we play, but we'll figure it out. That game against Everton was big. They do have a game in hand, so they could see that lead go back up to 5 points, but if we can continue to play well in these last couple matches, I think we have 4 left, we could potentially sneak into Europe, which would be awesome. Now guys, no youth scouting. Our scouts aren't out, and unfortunately we don't have any money. We've used all our money to keep these great players on our team, and so I can't send them out yet. We'll be able to at the beginning of next year or the season when we get some transfers in. I've made some sales. I'm not going to tell you who yet, but we have some big money coming in because it's going to help us strengthen the squad in the summer and really get some things rolling, moving this team towards Champions League and European places. We have Patino, Taylor now at 80, Baker's at an 81, Bishop's at an 80. Ojeda, Lundberg are close with Nelson, and Olason's a 76. Nelson is 17. This team looks awesome. I'm enjoying this team's journey through the Crucible. Until next time, Efour out.